This is the Data Lifecycle video. A data lifecycle is the process of managing data throughout its entire lifespan, from acquisition to eventual disposal. This includes the acquisition or procurement, assignment, classification, data enumeration, use, and disposal of data. The life cycle begins with the acquisition and procurement process. This stage involves acquiring or procuring data from various sources, which can include purchasing data from third-party vendors, collecting data through surveys or forms, or obtaining data through partnerships or collaborations. It also includes establishing agreements or contracts with data providers and ensuring compliance with legal and ethical considerations regarding the data acquisition. Next is the assignment and accounting stage. During this stage, ownership or responsibility of the acquired data is assigned within the organization. This includes keeping track of who is accountable for managing and using the data, maintaining records of the data access and usage, and tracking data-related expenses or investments. Ownership refers to the legal or organizational designation of who has control and responsibility over the data. Establishing clear ownership is important for ensuring accountability and defining data stewardship roles within the organization. Data classification involves categorizing data based on its sensitivity, confidentiality, criticality, and other relevant factors. Classification helps determine the appropriate security controls, access privileges, and handling procedures for different types of data. Common data classification levels include public, internal, confidential, and sensitive. The next stage in the data lifecycle is monitoring and asset tracking. In this stage, data assets are continuously monitored and tracked to ensure their security, integrity, and compliance. This includes implementing monitoring systems, conducting audits, and utilizing asset tracking tools to detect and respond to any unauthorized access, data breaches, or other security incidents. Next is data enumeration. Data enumeration involves identifying and documenting the data assets within the organization. This includes creating inventories or catalogs that capture information about the types of data, its characteristics, storage locations, associated systems or applications, and other relevant metadata. The next stage is data retention. Data retention involves establishing policies and practices to determine how long the data should be retained. Retention is based on legal, regulatory, operational, or business requirements. Retention periods may vary depending on the type of data and its purpose. Understand it's important to manage data retention to ensure compliance, optimize storage resources, and address privacy considerations. As the data starts to reach towards the end of its life cycle, the next phase, disposal and decommissioning, involves removing or disposing of the data assets that are no longer needed or relevant. It includes following established procedures and guidelines for securely deleting or archiving the data, shutting down systems or applications, and properly documenting the disposal or the decommissioning process. Sanitation refers to the process of removing sensitive or confidential information from the data or storage devices to prevent unauthorized access or disclosure. It involves techniques such as data anonymization, data masking, or data de-identification to protect privacy and confidentiality. The final phase of the data lifecycle is destruction. Data destruction is the irreversible process of rendering data or storage media inaccessible and unrecoverable. This is typically done through physical destruction methods like shredding or incineration, or through specialized techniques such as data wiping or degaussing to ensure the data confidentiality and prevent unauthorized retrieval. The key benefit of understanding the data lifecycle is that it allows for a more effective data management and security strategy to be implemented. That completes this data lifecycle video.